Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin has not moved much since the last update, and I only want to focus on the shorter time frame. Quick reminder, today we've got our member live stream at 5 p.m. UTC. And if you're interested, feel free to check out the memberships. Overall, Bitcoin is currently moving into the resistance area, moving up a little bit and testing the upper sections of the resistance area that we talked about yesterday. We moved into Saturday and I highlighted to you that I find it likely that we're going to spend the day below Friday's high and above Friday's low. That happened. The price then declined and now seems to be setting up for another leg to the upside. Now, this is possible as a wave 4 in an ending diagonal as long as we're holding below $67,115. Any break above it will send us out of the price channel, and it will also mean that we are breaking above resistance, obviously. Okay, so it would not be, most likely at least, a wave 4 in a in an ending diagonal of wave C, of wave Y. So at the moment, I'm still watching for another low. It doesn't mean it has to happen. I mean, it reached the Y target area. It would still be let's say from a Fibonacci extension point of view, it would still be ideal to give us one more low. But if we get a break above resistance, that would be the first signal to say, okay, maybe we've maybe we've bottomed already. But there are a few things I need to see. Okay, I need to see then a 5-wave move to the upside followed by a 3-wave pullback, for example. So, for example, what do we need to see? I would need to see something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, that would be what it needs to show me. The thing is that the initial rally was only in 3 waves. So I need to see the next 5 waves of one larger degree. I can give you the parameters that would constitute a 5-wave move. So for example, what we need the price to do is we need the price to, let me just add a couple of levels here. In wave 3, reach 67,980. Then a wave 4 pullback and a wave 5 to the upside would be ideal. I basically need 5 waves to 68,360. If I see a break above resistance and it's only a 3-wave structure, not a confirmation that a low is in, okay? If I see the price get to 68,360, but in 3 waves only, not a confirmation a low is in. So that's what I'm watching for today. It could, for example, be even if we just break above resistance, I mentioned that in yesterday's video, it might be that the A wave actually sits here and this is a B wave. Okay, and then the resistance would actually allow it to go a bit higher. Which is why, first of all, I need to see a sustained break above the red resistance zone. And I need to see the development of 5 waves to have good confirmation that a low is in. Remember what I said to you yesterday. I did say to you that this is the area that could be used to accumulate if anybody wants to trade that setup. It takes patience. If you look for something more short term, then you need to work, I don't know, with trend lines or setting a stop below the last lows or something. But if you just want casual trading, you can just use these support areas to accumulate. And then when a rally happens, you can sell. But I would see the entire section as a range because the price could technically go down to 50,720. But we'll see. We'll see. Below the upper micro support, which is ending at 62,540, we have to assume that the white count is not playing out. Okay, so my current thesis is that we're in the white scenario and I still expect the price to get to, well, 85K or so, okay? A lot of people are already getting bearish. Well, I wouldn't get bearish until we have at least confirmation that 50,700 breaks. We're far away from that, far away. So I'm actively watching for, let's say, the start of that rally to 85K, possibly after one more low, but obviously let's see where it takes us. We now have a bit of upside momentum as we're starting here. Or let's say as we're ending the week, the trading week. Well, there's still a few hours left to the weekly candle close. But yeah, you should now know all the levels. Obviously, I'd say Any break now below what I have labeled as wave 2 low, which is yesterday's low at 65,808, could send us down in a fifth wave to round about 64,300 to 64,400. That's what I'm watching. This is only the micro, okay? This is only the micro. If you zoom out, so if we zoom out, we can see that we are still looking at two bullish scenarios here. Either one directly bullish. Okay, maybe after one more low, but I would consider that noise when zooming out. Or a drop into the lower support region, but then a reaction. Remember also that I showed you yesterday, and we were on the daily time frame. I showed you this trend line, which is generating some support right now. It was quite a meaningful trend line, but yeah, there is a bit of a reaction there, but nothing major here. But still, this is quite a meaningful trend line because we have 3 touch points. So if that breaks, it would probably increase downside momentum. This is nothing to do with Elliott Wave, but it is a trend line that, in addition to the support levels I'm watching anyway, seems to be generating some support right now. So the upside pressure is still there on this chart, but first of all, pay attention to the trend line if you like trend lines. Not everybody uses them, but I find this one quite relevant. And on the smaller time frame, upside expected against 62,540 in wave C of 3. Okay, below that, I would still allow for a lower wave 4 and would then look at the price potentially to reach the area between 55 and 58K, and then to reverse there. At the moment, we are already in this upper support area where we want the price to reverse. Maybe now, maybe after one more low, we'll see if it breaks resistance. So that's now, that's now what we need to watch out for today. That's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.